Hi there, it's Kingdom Gambit, and I will be reviewing a new game for you on chess.com. What I like to say is it's not about the first mistake that's made, it's about the last mistake. And in this game, that is a big lesson to take away. Getting right into it, my opponent plays the move e4, opening up the diagonal for his light-scored bishop and his queen, also striking in the center. I play this move g6, getting ready to put my bishop on the long diagonal, and my opponent develops his knight. I put my bishop on its diagonal, and he develops his bishop, putting some pressure here on my f7 pawn. I play the move d6. He then takes the full center with d4, and I make a big blunder here. There's a little tactic if you want to look on my opponent's side for his best move in this position. You can pause the video, but I will go ahead and show you it. And I have been hit by this move so many times, I really need to stop making it. But because of this pressure here on the f7 pawn, he can take it. I take back with my king. He checks me. I have 3 places. I come back. He takes. And not only can I no longer castle, but I've lost a key pawn in my position. So instead of this, he doesn't see it. He decides to castle. I develop my knight. He attacks my bishop. I take back. And I don't want to lose my f7 pawn, so I bring my e pawn forward, blocking the bishop from seeing that pawn. He decides to try to attack my knight. I can take back, but I don't want to. I'd rather just attack his queen, getting some tempo. He plays this move. I'm not really sure why. I know he probably had the idea that he wants to attack my knight, but it's on this long diagonal, and my knight comes alive. He checks the king, and although he's capturable, he ends up winning me the queen. And I'm losing 2 minor pieces for a queen here. I'm feeling pretty good about the game so far. Only been about 30 seconds on my side, about 39 seconds on his side, and we're on move 11. Probably should be slowing down a little bit. We've already made some big mistakes, but I decide to castle. I decide to take in the center with my pawn. He takes back. I develop my knight, and he plays this move, probably just trying to not get me to castle. I move my king to d7. Really not a big need to do this. I think I was afraid of him playing a move like his rook coming here and some discover check, but really there's no discover check that's going to be winning any material, and I'm just a little bit afraid of monsters under the bed at this point. He attacks my rook. I attack his bishop. He moves backwards, and I decide to put it on the open file, attacking his bishop. He now adds some support to his d5 pawn. I move my knight, attacking his bishop, and he kind of doesn't understand that in this position I can take his bishop. I mean, what I should have played, looking at it now, I think I was just maybe a little bit annoyed that he's not resigning, but easily just play this move. There's 2 pieces hanging now. I'm going to win material. Instead, I end up moving my king. No reason for this, really. I lost a lot of the advantage, so big mistake there by me. He checks me about 100 times, and now my king's feeling really unsafe. There's a ton of pieces everywhere. I decide, well, we're going to have to sack some material. He takes back, and in this position, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to be winning 2 minor pieces for a rook. I lost 2 minor pieces for a queen. I must be doing pretty good, right? And I bring my queen forward. He takes the open file and doubles up his rooks. I put my knight over here, and in this position, he decides to pin my knight to my king. I bring my rook to the e file, challenging the file as well as asking for a trade. He doesn't want to trade pieces, wants to keep as many on the board as he can. Try to get a good attack on my king. I bring my king back, and he pins my knight to my queen here. I decide I want nothing to do with that. He takes. I take with the pawn. He takes the pawn. I take his pawn. It looks like he's still trying to attack my king, but really I just have too much support on this side of the board, and he doesn't have enough pieces, as well as he hung his rook. So I take the rook, and he resigns. That's the end of the video for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Subscribe and like if this was educational or fun to watch.